Hey guys, it's Siobhan with Decay and Beyond. This is a reading for the collective I felt really compelled to be doing right now. I was just getting into the monthly horoscope readings again, and I kind of got stopped mid-reading and was told basically I need to be doing this reading instead. So yeah, we're going to do a collective reading and just see what comes up. This is going to be for all signs. Just the energy that's going on right now, approaching the full moon. This is the full moon in Libra, 29 degrees. This is the second full moon in Libra. This is closing out cycles, big cycles. Feeling pretty overwhelmed right now by the energy. I've been getting a lot of activations. There's been a lot of negativity coming up and purging. Massive, I'm seeing 1s and 9s, so massive new beginning coming from this closure. There's definitely karmic closure going on. That's what I'm picking up on intuitively and within myself. I've been having ear pressure changes. So in the past, sometimes when I get activations, it'll be more of like an ear ringing, like a pitch change, but this one's more of a pressure change. It's kind of like I have like ear muffs over my ear, and then they're taken off and then they're put back on. And I'm also feeling, I was feeling like a dripping sensation in my right ear, which I've never had before. So I guess that's definitely something to do with like shifting in the inner ear, which is shifting in the third eye and the throat chakra. It's related to clairaudience and being able to channel information, which is what I do for work here. So definitely upgrades, major stuff. So let's see what's going on. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of cards. That's funny, I just was saying the throat and the third eye, so there's definitely throat and third eye activations going on. Okay. So we have partnerships and alliances with the throat chakra card. Emotional withdrawal, which is the 8 of Cups. 11, balance. Fulfillment of wishes. Third eye and fertility, which is the Empress. And foundations and achievements. So what are the partnerships and alliances that are happening right now? What's the emotional withdrawal? Or no, that's going there. Emotional withdrawal. Okay, so seems to be a lot going on as it pertains to like the physical nature of things. There's some big monetary changes happening. And going in the direction of fulfillment. Going in the direction of new partnerships and alliances, working with people. A new beginning. This could be work related as well for some people. Being called to a new heart-based career or heart-based work, heart-based environment. It's definitely activations going on. Really, really big ones. They're moving us forward, but there's this need to balance between the light and the dark side within humanity, and there's just all of this stuff coming up, and it's getting a little bit chaotic. It's a little bit overwhelming because we're stepping out onto this new path where we've never been before. And that's a little bit intimidating. It's a little scary. But that being said, there's support there from people around you. This could be an earth sign, male energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A father figure or somebody who's wealthy and has money and wants to invest in you or invest in whatever it is or support you in some way monetarily or physically so that you can manifest this abundance and then enjoy the abundance. There is emotional and physical fulfillment and completion as it relates to some kind of new path. So collectively, we're all going on this new path, and sometimes, well, especially for me, there's this phase of emotional withdrawal that comes with that. So it's needing to go within and heal whatever's wanting to come up. Because there's a lot coming up. And this is stuff from past lives. This is old wounds. This is, messages of times that were really negative in a sense. Not wanting to push through that, but needing to address it, needing to look at it, needing to heal it. Especially as it relates to your spiritual evolution and your career, your passion, whatever it is that you want to do, there needs to be some healing there. Perhaps in the past there was a kind of lose-lose situation. Or there may have been decisions that were made to benefit your career, but they weren't very fulfilling in the end, and it actually hurt people, like stepping on people to get ahead, kind of. Crabs in the bucket is what they're showing me. So when you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, they will all climb on top of each other and push each other down to try and get out. But what ends up happening is that none of them can get out because they're all just scrambling and pulling each other down and pushing each other down, and nobody gets out. So I think the point here is that we need to work together with the partnerships and alliances. There needs to be coming together and supporting each other in walking this new path and in embarking on this new journey. And it's something that we really have to do as a collective, and we're being called to do it as a collective to be reborn through this, through building this new foundation. This is what has to happen. So I just want to see what archetypes we're dealing with here. Collectively. So we have the saboteur. Interesting. The light attributes of the saboteur are highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. And the shadow attribute is induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was just picking up on. So that's that crabs in the bucket sort of thing, undermining others, but really you're sabotaging yourself. Because when you treat somebody else negatively, you're ultimately treating yourself negatively. Because everyone in your reality is a reflection of you. So this is highlighting the fear of self-empowerment that lies at the core wound of why this sabotage energy comes up. There was some kind of a sabotage energy that we're dealing with. And it's to do with the father. Interesting how that's come up with the King of Pentacles as well. So there's father wounding being healed. So the light attributes of this are talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. But the shadow attributes are dictational control and abuse of authority. So there's some kind of self-sabotage as it relates to a father figure or authority figures, especially with either needing to control others or being controlled by others. When you take back your power, you are stating that you're a sovereign being and that nobody can have power over you. And when you walk the path of light, you don't seek to control or have power over anybody else. You only seek to empower others because you understand that by empowering them, you're empowering yourself. By hurting them, you're hurting yourself. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This was not just an esoteric religious concept. This is a physical understanding of the enlightened initiate, where you get to this point where everybody around you is you, and you know this. And so why would you hurt somebody else? It's really just hurting you. On a physical level, it's just hurting you. So don't do it. Easier said than done sometimes, but what do the angels have to say? Creative writing, Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. All is well. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. That's funny because I think it was yesterday I kept hearing the words all is well. And this could indicate being prompted to journal, write down how you're feeling, why you're feeling certain types of ways at certain times, because it allows you to track the trends and the patterns, and that's what gives you the awareness to be able to step out of the old patterns and the karmic cycles and things like that. Also, it's important to write down your intentions or things to release around the full moon, because it's a big culmination time and it's very powerful to write something down because you're making it physical. You can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. It's not just a concept that lives in your mind anymore. You're enforcing the thought, and then what you can do is, if it's something that you want to release, you can burn it. So like burn the paper. Or if it's something that you want to manifest, you can bury it in the ground. So do what you feel called to do, but creative writing is going to be an important aspect of that. And calling on these archangels will assist as well. So Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Jeremiel, however you say that. Anything else? Whoa, yeah. Beloved one, have courage. So Archangel Chamuel says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And Archangel Ariel says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So there's definitely a soulmate relationship. And it's interesting because when people think soulmate, they think automatically like a love partner. But that's not necessarily the case. Soulmates are friends, family, acquaintances, business partners, all sorts. They can be anything. And in this respect, I'm feeling like the soulmate relationship is a father figure or your father. And the reason why something is called a soulmate is because they go through you. Their soul stays with you through various different incarnations, and to help you to achieve certain realizations and soul development and growth. So whether there was negative patterns with the father, despite that, you might not want to think about that person as a soulmate, but they are, in the sense that they're playing a negative role to help you to awaken and free yourself. And or if you have a positive relationship with your father and he's somebody you can rely on and go to for support, then that's also because he's a soulmate and he wishes to see you excel in your spiritual and physical development. So have the courage to be able to speak your truth and reach out for support if you need it, to heal the hurts of the past if they're related to that divine masculine energy. That's really important as well. Let's see if the unicorns want to say anything about this. Oh! Laughter, best friends, family culture, and just be yourself. So there's this need to speak your truth as it relates to your friends and family, and to have a good laugh about it. Sometimes if you take yourself too seriously, you get really stuck in the ego, in I need to be understood, I need to be listened to, I need this, I need that. But if, just don't take yourself so seriously. Sometimes being yourself can involve having a lighthearted approach to it. So finding laughter in every situation, finding the humor in the tough situations especially. And this could also be indicating that your support network is going to be your friends. So true friends stick together no matter what. And if you are feeling low and you're needing some kind of a pick-me-up energetically, going and being with your friends and laughing together is a very quick and easy and cheap and effective way to really raise your vibration and to be able to alleviate some of this karma and purging that's coming up. As it relates to family culture, learning more about your family stories and history. So this is definitely past life ancestral karma that's coming up, and it's asking you, like, the lesson here is to be authentically yourself. So not to take on the roles that others have put onto you or expectations that people have put onto you. This is about stepping away from that old cycle of what worked in the past that doesn't work anymore. Those are old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things, and this is about enjoying being your authentic self, because being you is what's going to free you from the old ways of doing things. And be proud of who you are, be proud of what you do and what you believe in, but also at the same time, don't take yourself too seriously. It's fun to, just explore life with the enthusiasm and innocence of a child. And sometimes to do that, we have to heal the child wounds that prevented us from moving forward in that energy as an adult. So this is a lot of healing archetypal wounds related to the father, authority, expectations, judgment, and also the mother. I'm seeing, so this is the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and these are archetypes that exist within us all. This doesn't necessarily have to relate to your physical mother and father. This could just be ideals and concepts, archetypes of the mother and the father. This could be you coming to a realization that father and mother wounding and separation actually relates to the spiritual separation that occurred when you were incarnated into the physical realm. So for starseeds, for example, there's this deep core wound as it relates to separation, because we come from a collective energy, and that was like being constantly united with the mother and father. And then when we incarnated into this lower dimensional physical realm, which we may not have been really familiar with, and we came in and we're just cut off. And that's a wound that's there. It's an illusion because we're not actually cut off, but that's the perception of it. And that's what needs to come to a close to allow us to move forward, to heal this karma, walk through the gateways that are being provided for us. Oh, interesting. I just looked down and this was sitting on top of the deck, right side up. Decide. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. I really like the imagery of this card too. It's really pretty. It's innocent and magical and beautiful and gentle. So this isn't like a really forced decision. This isn't like you have to decide, you have to figure it out. This is very gentle and emotional. Like, choose what's best for you. Follow your heart. The decision doesn't have to be, this confusing, chaotic process. It can be gentle and easy and fluid. It can just be going with the flow, surrendering to the divine will and moving forward based on trust and faith. All right, guys, I think that is everything. Let's just pull one oracle crystal oracle card for the collective. What's going to help us right now transition through this time of karmic purging and ancestral energy? Rhodochrosite, number 45. Let's see. Tune into the energy of this card as I read the description. The crystal energy resides within this. If you have this crystal, or if you want to go out and get it, that would be really beneficial going through the new moon phase, as well as just in general to help you heal this stuff. So let's see what it says. Rhodochrosite, the heart reviver. It teaches the heart to assimilate painful feelings without shutting down. Dissolving denial and identifying ongoing detrimental patterns, it offers compassionate love and forgiveness. You face the truth with loving awareness. Deep down, you feel alienated, unloved, or unappreciated. A history of sexual or emotional abuse creates disease. Or you may have misused or feared your sexual power in the past. You may be repressing something you do not want to face. Irrational fears and paranoia and unacceptable emotions need to be acknowledged and transformed. Time for a change of viewpoint. Begin to seek the gifts in your experiences rather than seeing the negative effects. Check out whether what you were taught in childhood is still relevant to the person you are today. Releasing resentment from your heart creates well-being. Okay. So it's touching on a couple of the topics there. Releasing the old negative patterns, seeing the laughter and the light in all situations, not taking things too negatively or seriously, feelings of alienation, being unloved or unappreciated. Yeah, changing your view and childhood, changing old childhood patterns. That's a lot of what was going on in the reading here. There's a lot of information here, and this is a collective energy reading, so it's not going to apply to every single person. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. At least I don't think it will. But yeah, I was called to do this. I was called to put this out, so there you go. There you have it. I hope this helped in some way or supported you. All of my videos are made and put out to the world with love and the intention to serve. So I hope that you received this with love and the intention to heal and to better walk your path in your soul mission, to trust yourself, and I hope that you find love and compassion for yourself and those around you. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.